Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, how SUNY Oswego is working to keep students healthy for the holiday season.
And now is the time to apply for on-campus housing over the winter break. We'll tell you how.
Plus, snow, ice, and frigid temperatures are back in Oswego, but are they here to stay?
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gabriella Gatella.
And I'm Seth Appleby.
All of those stories still ahead tonight, but first, devastating news out of New York City involving a SUNY Oswego student. 19-year-old student Jaden Rivera is the suspect in the murders of his father, his father's girlfriend, and his 5-year-old half-brother at their Bronx apartment. At a police briefing, the NYPD chief of detectives said before the stabbing, Rivera told his mother that he had been hearing voices. Police say they found the 3 victims in their apartment just before 7 a.m. on Sunday. All 3 were pronounced dead on the scene.
Police also say that they discovered a small kitchen knife and a pot. Those weapons appeared to have been used to beat the victims after the stabbings. Police also say that after the murders, Rivera showed up at his mother's apartment where she called 911. Rivera was brought by EMS to the Westchester Medical Center in Valhalla. The 5-year-old's grandfather, Miguel Rivera, says there weren't any signs of turmoil in the family. His heart is broken for his grandson.
Moving now to the weather. It's been a snowy few days here at SUNY Oswego.
But is the snow here to stay? Let's take a first look at your forecast with Storm Team 10 meteorologist David Rienzo, who joins us from outside at the L. Roker studio. David.
Thanks, guys. You know, it is a little chilly out here still. It's gotten a little bit warmer than the past few days, and we can expect to see a little bit more warming as the night continues into tomorrow and the weekend ahead. There will be a slight chance at some dusting, but this strong winds that'll go beyond for the next few days will produce some strong wind chills. So if you have any exposed skin like my hands, they'll experience some pain after a few minutes and some strong winds. I'll have some more on rain and snow up ahead in the few weeks. But first, back to the desk.
David, thank you. The housing application for winter break is officially open. To apply for break housing, students must complete the winter break housing application on myhousing.oswego.edu. Break housing is not guaranteed, and requests are not automatically approved. Some common approvals for housing requests include academic and athletic obligations, as well as home insecurity. Applications close on December 7th, 2023.
As the semester comes to a close, course evaluations are now open. An email has been sent out to all students from SUNY Oswego with a link to access the survey. SUNY Oswego says the evaluations will provide valuable input and help improve the quality of courses. The college stresses all survey results are confidential and anonymous, and instructors will not have access to the answers until after final grades are submitted. Students can fill out their evaluations now until December 8th.
Dozens of local creators and artists will be displaying their gift ideas on the SUNY Oswego campus. The college is hosting a holiday craft and vendor fair on Saturday, December 9th. Vendors from all across central New York will feature handmade crafts and items and will donate an item towards store prize drawings happening every half hour. Although there is no purchase necessary, you must be present in order to win.
Speaking of fun events and thinking a little further ahead, spring break isn't too far away. If you're starting to brainstorm ideas of how to spend your spring break, SUNY Oswego is providing some great options for students. This alternative spring break lineup features an Appalachia Service Project, American Hiking Society outing, or a staycation right here in Oswego. For more information, at the various info sessions displayed on screen or by emailing kelsey.jones@oswego.edu.
Temperatures are dropping, meaning that the flu season is near. Let's hear from our reporter, Quinn Galuski, about today's vaccination clinic.
The last flu and COVID-19 vaccination clinic for this year took place today in Sweatman Gym. This is the last one that will happen for a while, so if you're looking to get a flu or COVID shot for the upcoming winter season, Kinney Drugs and Walgreens are 2 places you can go in Oswego to get them. The month of December is typically when flu cases spike, so it's important that you give your body the proper defenses to fight it off. Also, COVID cases have been steadily increasing over the past month, and they will likely increase when people travel home for winter break. Be respectful of yourself and others and get the updated COVID vaccine, especially if you're living in a dorm hall or with roommates. Stay safe, Oswego. I'm Quinn Galuski, WTOP-10. Back to the desk.
Campus van driving training. Yes, you heard me right, and it's a real thing students are able to sign up for here at Oswego. For students responsible for transportation, whether that be for academic trips or athletic events, university policy requires you to be at least 18 years old, possess a valid U.S. driver's license, and complete at least one van driving training session. The sessions will take place on December 2nd and 9th and have a limit of 6 individuals per session.
Interested in joining a fraternity or sorority? Be sure to attend the Ready to Rush event on Wednesday, December 6th at 5 p.m. in Murano 114. There, you'll get an overview of SUNY Oswego's Greek life, as well as an opportunity to meet all the chapters. Be sure to register for the event, and there's a link in your email.
Still ahead tonight, honoring former First Lady Rosalind Carter, how her family, including former President Jimmy Carter, did just that today.
Plus, new information on the Israel-Hamas war, what Qatar has to say about the ongoing hostage negotiations.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly Hey there, Lakers. Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Assistant Chief Meteorologist David Rienzo. Right now in Oswego, it's pretty chilly. It's 32 degrees, but this wind makes it feel like 24 degrees. So it's pretty brutal out there. I'd stay inside if I were you. The visibility is kind of low as well, but yeah, not much to care about besides maybe the sunrise at 7 a.m. if you decide to go for an early morning run. And then the sun will set at 4:30. It's getting those winter nights where the sun's starting to set even sooner and sooner. So after these past few days of snowfall, let's take a look at where the most rain's been. You can see that a lot of the snow has been in the southeast areas of the Lake Basin, where Osceola has gotten 29 inches. It's almost 2.5 feet. South of the lake, you know, Oswego and Syracuse, they've gotten a good heavy hit the past 2 days, but other places like Watertown and Wolcott don't see so much. Tonight it's going to be pretty chilly. It's going to continue to have some strong winds. We've got 13 to 15 miles per hour from the southwest, so it's going to feel pretty chilly tonight. feels like temperatures in the low teens, so be careful if you're outside. Tomorrow, it's going to be pretty warm. South winds and some sunny skies tomorrow. As you're heading off to class, maybe a little cloudy, but as the day continues, around 2, it'll feel pretty warm, 46 degrees, and it'll be very sunny. So if you're going outside, you may be considering putting on shorts, but you may want to, depending on your sensitivity. But make sure you grab sunglasses because it will be bright. For Friday, we are seeing a little bit of clouds in the early morning, but it'll be safe to drive. But as the day continues, there will be some heavy rain in the afternoon, peaking around 2 and continuing until around 8. There may be some drizzles in the early morning, but it should be safe to drive. But around the afternoon, that's when the heaviest band of rain is going to move in. So be careful driving in the afternoon Friday evening. 7-day forecast, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a warming up this weekend. 45, 46, 43, 46 on Sunday. It's going to be pretty warm. However, this weekend might also be pretty wet. Sunday, you've got a 50% chance of rain in the evening. And then Monday, there's going to be a mix of snow and rain and into Tuesday. So just make sure that you've got your raincoat heavy. Get your sunglasses out for tomorrow because it will be bright, as I said. Most people don't think about wearing sunglasses in the winter, but it will save your headache for tomorrow. That is my full forecast. Back to the desk.
Thank you for that report, David. With the recent snowfall getting many individuals into the holiday spirit, Oswego Mayor Billy Barlow announces several holiday-based events to be hosted by the city for families to enjoy. The holiday-themed events kicked off this weekend with the annual tree lighting. Other events to come include ugly sweater caroling, a Christmas parade, and late-night shopping at local small businesses every Friday in December. Barlow says, quote, "I appreciate all the city departments and participating businesses who come together to make this happen and look forward to watching the holiday spirit build as the month goes on." End quote.
Earlier today, former President Jimmy Carter attended the private funeral services for his wife. The service for former First Lady Rosalind Carter included tributes from Mrs. Carter's sons, Jack and Jeff. It was held at Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains, Georgia. Jimmy Carter is currently 99 and receiving hospice care at home. He was joined by President Joe Biden as well as First Lady Jill Biden, former President Bill Clinton, and former First Ladies Hillary Clinton, Laura Bush, Michelle Obama, and Melania Trump. Rosalind Carter died on November 19th at the age of 96.
Moving to international news, it's been another critical day in the Israeli-Hamas war. An extended truce is due to expire within hours. While we are expecting another exchange of Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners soon, it could be the last if that truce is not extended again. Qatar, which is spearheading negotiations involving the United States, Israel, and Egypt, says it's hopeful an extension will be announced.
We don't have people on the ground. We get the information on the hostages from Hamas day by day according to the list agreed between both sides. So what we are quite sure of right now is that there is very positive news regarding the availability of other hostages that can be released in the next couple of days. I can't comment on the details of what's happening in the negotiating room at the moment, but it is happening in a positive environment, and it fills us with hope that we will be able to announce something positive by the end of the day.
Peace talks are still ongoing. We will share updates as we receive them.
At least one person was killed when a U.S. military Osprey aircraft crashed off the coast of a Japanese island this afternoon. A total of 8 people were believed to be on board. A patrol boat and aircraft were sent to the scene of the crash, where one person has been recovered and taken to a hospital with no vital signs, but has yet to be confirmed dead by a doctor. Numerous Osprey crashes have been reported over the years, including one in August when 3 U.S. Marines were killed, and several others were injured during military exercises in Australia.
The North American wolverine will receive long-awaited federal protections. Wolverines are now listed as threatened under the Endangered Species Act, according to U.S. Fish and Game officials. Climate change is driving the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service decision to protect the increasingly rare animal in the lower 48 states. Scientists warn that warming temperatures are rapidly diminishing the mountain snowpack that the species rely on for food, reproduction, and ultimately their survival. When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, how technology can help you pick out the perfect gift this holiday season.
And COVID is back on the rise, how tests are becoming more accessible.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back and thank you for choosing WTOP-10 for your nightly news and consumer news.
Schools will be able to get free COVID-19 antigen tests starting next month. The Department of Health and Human Services is set to teach districts how to request them soon. Officials say schools can keep the tests on site or send them home with kids. The news comes as hospitalizations from COVID have been on the rise, and officials expect cases to spike.
Exciting news for all of my fellow vegetarians. Starting early next year, Kraft will start selling dairy-free vegan mac and cheese. Kraft partnered with plant-based food company Notco to create Kraft Not Mac and Cheese. The vegan cheese is made with fava bean protein and coconut oil powder. Kraft says it has a similar taste, look, and feel to its original product. The new mac and cheese will come in original and white cheddar flavors.
This holiday season, AI is set to help shoppers search for the next perfect present. Gloria Pazmino has more on how and where AI is being used.
Buying real gifts with the help of artificial intelligence.
We have this new Google AI-powered gifting tool.
As Lillian Rincon with Google Shopping explains, when buyers engage with Google's generative AI, they can discover items with just a few words.
I'm shopping for my 7-year-old daughter, who's very picky, and she wants to be a scientist and inventor, and so I can actually query for exactly that.
Thomas Germain from Gizmodo says the more these AI tools learn, the better it is for the shopper's experience.
Right now, you kind of have to know what you're looking for. You need to know the name of the product or have a really accurate description. With these AI tools, the better that they get, the idea is ultimately they'll be able to help do the thinking for you.
But shoppers, beware. Experts say if you opt in,
it gives powerful corporations a lot more power, the power to make a prediction, the power to understand what is going to be the most effective bid in a transaction, what price you're willing to pay.
As for how some of those gifts get to you, AI is helping with that too.
In this holiday season, some customers will receive their packages that are packed assaulted by robots.
Peter Chen from Covariant explains that AI-powered robots can pump out around 3,000 packages an hour. Human hands, about 300 to 400. In New York, I'm Gloria Pasmino.
Coming up in sports, Matt Sharamita.
But first, Mike Neckers with a spotlight on two SUNY Oswego standout swimmers.
We're at about the halfway point of the Oswego State swimming and diving season. Ahead of the upcoming meet this weekend, the Lakers are coming off a third-place finish at the North County Invitational in Potsdam. Before the Thanksgiving break, the Oswego State swimming and diving team traveled to Potsdam for the North County Invitational. Both the men's and women's teams performed well. Some standout swimmers were Zach Brown and Nathan Radavine. Brown finished in first place in both the 100 breaststroke and 200 breaststroke. Vine took second place in the same two events. Brown, coming off of a record-breaking season last year, talked about how much it means to him to have his name up on the Oswego record boards.
It means a lot to me. A lot of guys that I respect that were here my freshman year are up on that record board, and it's nice to be in company with them.
Radavine is only a sophomore. He achieved a personal best time of 1 minute and 1.09 seconds in the race. Now he is less than 4 seconds behind Zach Brown in the 100 breaststroke.
I have to train harder and just keep pushing myself to be the best I can be.
Radavine also says that Zach Brown has been a motivator, supporter, and coach for him.
To push myself and try and race him because he's faster than me and I want to be fast as that.
Welcome back to WTOP. If you're now longing to catch a swim meet, your prayers have been answered. You can catch Nathan, Zach, myself, and the rest of the Oswego State men's and women's swimming and diving teams this Saturday at 1 p.m. as we face off against the SUNY Brockport Golden Eagles. Stick around. Matt Sharamita will be back with an exclusive interview with a member of the men's basketball team right after the break.
Worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
La 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 la.
Breathe.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Matt Sharamita. New places and some new faces here tonight on the Wednesday night newscast. We're in the Max Zeal gym with my good friend Elijah Hardison on the basketball team. Elijah, how you feel today?
Excited. You emailed me really recently about it, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm excited you're here. I'm very interested in talking to you. I know you're a transfer student from Brooklyn, went to St. Francis. Talk about your transfer process as well. Kind of walk me through what was it like, getting recruited here and the whole process from, your last season over at St. Francis to now.
Hectic. That's the word that came to mind. I was coming off surgery. I had a surgery back in January, so I was in a really weird space where like I didn't have the opportunity to play like I wanted to play this year, and this would have been a really big year for me to play if I wasn't being wore down by the injury that I had. But Oswego had wanted me out of high school, so, and Jason was really persistent, and when it came down to it, I felt like this would be the best fit for the options I had available.
We'll take things off the court. We'll go into the town of Oswego. Is there anything that you guys do as a team to kind of integrate yourself with the town and develop a sense of community with the city of Oswego? Yeah.
Sure, that works. I will say we actually have done quite a few community service events. Like a couple weeks ago, we went out to rake leaves for people's houses. And we also, like, one of our assistant coach's wife, we helped set up like where people plan at, like in front of their church. We helped with that. So like we do stuff like team community services. So that's there. We don't necessarily like orchestrate it on our own because obviously like we're all like really busy. Like even me, I'm extremely busy. So yeah.
It's always nice to get back any way you can. Do you have any upcoming events, with games or anything like that that people should look out for?
Actually, we actually have a toy drive coming up this weekend. Yep. Reposted on my story. Pretty sure I reposted it yesterday. But yeah, so a toy drive coming up this weekend. It could obviously be stated because with Christmas coming up, anybody that's less fortunate have an opportunity to at least get something for the holidays. Really that simple. Always giving back to children because children are honestly the most innocent people that could ever be on the planet at any given time. So,
Absolutely. It's really nice that you guys do those things to give back to your community and do events like the toy drive for those who are less fortunate. That's awesome as a program. We'll stay in the city of Oswego. I know you said you're a city boy, missing some of that food. You have a lot of pizza down in Brooklyn. Right here is 4 spots.
Pie Guys is really solid, though. I will say that. I actually just got back from Pie Guys. So
I was going to ask you, Pies Guys or Cams? We're going Pies Guys
we're going
automatically.
Pie Guys automatically. Absolutely. Yep.
I guess one more question about the journey overall here in Oswego. What has been your favorite thing, whether that's on the court, off the court? Favorite thing in Oswego so far?
Honestly, I would probably have to say my teammates. I can't really think of anything specific outside of that. Like, classes are cool. Like, being on campus is definitely a change of pace for me. I really do like enjoy that, but it is kind of different because I'm living off campus. So I would say my teammates. Just having a group of guys that like I could enjoy being around. So, yeah.
We're all rooting for you here. We're all rooting for the team. We love watching the games. You guys are off to a great start. I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. I'm out of questions, but I'm not out of favors to ask you. Okay. I'm going to put your size and stature to the test. We're going to throw you a little alley-oop, and we're going to send this thing home.
Really?
You all right doing that?
I mean, I'm not in my basketball sneakers right now, but we could test it out.
All right, word. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, ready? Let's go.
We appreciate having you, Elijah. We're going to send it back to the studio. We're going to send a big thank you to Elijah Hardison for joining us tonight. Back to the studio for more from WTOP-10.
Elijah and company return to home this Friday to take on the Potsdam Bears in a doubleheader with the women's team, who will start at 5:30. They both stick around for another 2-game slate on Saturday against Plattsburgh State, which will tip off at 2 p.m. And if you want to check out the full 15-minute sit-down with Hardison, be sure to check it out right here on our YouTube channel at WTOP-10.
Matt, thank you for that report.
Absolutely.
It is Spotify Rap Day, which means Spotify also released its top artist with more than 26 billion streams since January 1st. Taylor Swift comes in as Spotify's Global Artist of 2023.
Bad Bunny took second place, followed by The Weeknd at number 3. As for the songs, Miley Cyrus's record-breaking Flowers took the top spot.
Users can now see their personal yearly metrics on Spotify.
It breaks down their top artists, albums, songs, and podcasts.
All right, guys, you got to share with me what was everyone's top artist?
A real rager. You know it's Travis Scott. Come on now.
All right.
What about yourself?
Oh, Nicki Minaj.
Okay. My number 1 was Greta Van Fleet.
I'm a little bit of an old soul, so I had Gordon Lightfoot.
All right.
What
rounded up your your reps.
Say again.
All right, that's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for One Too Many. Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.